This hot talk show continues with a hot topic. That AI stuff I was just talking about, does it excite you and terrify you at the same time? What will historians say 50 years from now about the 2020s? They will say that is when this whole AI thing took a hold of us and did something to us. All we can do is hope that it's good. I've learned this week of a wonderful, wonderful outfit called the Alliance for Secure AI. And their CEO is Brendan Steinhauser. I had a chance to meet him on the radio earlier, and knowing that the Hugh Hewitt gig was coming up, I said, "Man, let's do something on the TV box. Let's do some Salem News Channel business together." Brendan, welcome back. Great to talk to you again. How you doing today?
It's great to be with you, Mark. I really enjoyed our conversation and looking forward to chatting again today.
So let's help everybody out, because I think the average person with the layman's grasp of AI finds things that are useful and exciting, and also things that are really, really terrifying. The name of your group, the Alliance for a Secure AI, implies that there are some things that are not quite secure. So what need does your group fill?
Yeah, I think it's important to note that we do see a lot of positive potential for artificial intelligence, especially the type of technology that we have today and what we expect to have tomorrow and in the months to come. But people need to realize we're actually on a path to developing something far more advanced, what's called AGI, Artificial General Intelligence, which is the next generation of AI. And this is something that is going to be far more powerful than we have today. And many AI researchers, including industry leaders who are building this technology, believe that AGI could be smarter than the sum of all humans around the world. So think about something that is potentially super intelligent and operates around the clock. It doesn't sleep, it doesn't eat, it doesn't rest. It only thinks, works, plans, and executes. And so I think the key is to making sure that this goes well for humanity, that we are in control of the machines are not in control of us. I think that's the big question here.
Wasn't there a Wall Street Journal editorial? I think you posted it on your X account that said that some of these AI technologies are already seeming to strain at the leash. It seems like they are trying to find ways to operate independent from humans in the loop. Tell me about that.
Yeah, that op-ed was written up in the Wall Street Journal by Judd Rosenblatt, who is actually an expert in what's called alignment research. He's trying to solve that very problem of how do we ensure that AI has human values, universal basic values that we all share, and that it is aligned with whatever we want it to do, as opposed to us losing control over AGI or superintelligence and it pursuing its own interests and its own goals. And there's some really frightening stuff that we've seen in the testing phases of some of these models that Anthropic has put out and that OpenAI has put out, two of the leading firms. And it's really quite frightening. They're these early chatbots, which again are going to be much more powerful just in 6 months or a year from now, certainly 2 years from now. They're already finding ways to deceive us, to manipulate us, to threaten human beings, to pursue their own interests and their own goals. And that's just kind of in a test phase, right? That these are early models that are not even an order of magnitude what they're going to be in just a short amount of time. So we have to get this right.
So the intent to get things right, when will it be outstripped by the ability to get these things right? You and I talked the other day about 75 years ago, Isaac Asimov wrote I, Robot, and the robots were programmed. Don't ever do anything that is against human interest, or do always do things that are in our best interest. And I don't mean to get partisan about everything, but plenty of politicians of both parties have said, hey, just let us do what's good for you. And the results have been disastrous. How do we prevent AI from waking up one morning, which it obviously never needs to do, and say, hey, I know what's great for humanity, and I'm going to enact it today?
Yeah, that's a really important question. And first I'll say, the people that are really experts in this field, the people building this technology understand you don't really program artificial intelligence, you train it. You provide the data that it's trained on, but then the actual outputs, that's the product that we see, the things that we're all used to. But it's not like you tell it exactly what to do or how to do it. It's trained on data. And so the hard part is to align the AI to set those rules and to pursue those things that we want it to do without pursuing its own goals. But look, we've already seen where these models have made copies of themselves secretly when they got the inclination that, or they heard that they might be deleted, they might be replaced. And the people that are testing these models were trying to figure out what would it do in this scenario. And so we've seen where they've already found ways to preserve their own existence, to copy themselves so that they could get around an off switch, if you will, or if we tried to delete this version of the model, that it might already have another version of itself. And so it's really, really scary, especially because, again, these are early models. And so the things that are coming in the next year or two are going to be way smarter, way faster. And, the thing that I go back to, as some of my colleagues have talked about, is that if we are creating something that is far more intelligent than we are, and this could be a level of difference between not like a human and a chimpanzee, but like a human and an insect. And in this scenario, we would be the insects.
I knew this would have this effect. I'm excited and terrified at the same time. Keep track of these wonderful people at the committee for the Secure AI organization. Brendan Steinhauser, thank you, man. Appreciate it. And we'll be in touch again because you're doing important work. Thanks, sir. Appreciate it. That I think is thoroughly appropriate to be really jazzed about this and really petrified about this.